Today, we're camping on the edge of a 1,000-foot cliff. And I know it's been a while since you see my face. Give me until tonight with the campfire. I'll kind of go into a little more detail. But for now, let's just head to camp, get everything set up. All right, now that we made it up here, I think it's time for a snack. I'm starving. One thing to know about me, ever since I moved to Oregon, I've never been to Trader Joe's. Okay, and as soon as I got here, I went to Trader Joe's. I didn't realize why you guys have such huge obsession with it until I went in there. There's like 8 billion different options of everything you could ever think of and more. I got these pizza crackers, look at these. Pizza crackers, I don't even know if you can see those. And then we just got some salami and cheese. So we're just gonna eat a little snack, have that, and then chill out for a little bit. Out of 10. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it ain't no pizza cracker. So a lot of you guys have been asking me in my DMs and my social medias, where you been? Haven't seen you for, I don't know, what's it been, almost 2 months now? Yeah, it's been almost 2 months. And in December, I had a lot of plans to go make quite a bit of videos, specifically like snow videos and stuff like that. They never really happened. But yeah, my brother joined the Army a while back, and it just so happened that his graduation for his basic training and getting his infantry cord happened in December. So we had to fly to Georgia, which is all the way across the entire country, to go see him, which was great. Took up a chunk of December. A goal for me this year is to make more of a personality on YouTube, to really try to see who I am a little bit and just kind of like vibe with me, you know what I mean? Because this is kind of who I am, a lot more than what you see normally, which is really slow ASMR stuff. So now I am looking to change it in a way that makes it more of like a interaction with you guys. Since you guys really enjoy what I do, apparently. In the span of the year, we hit 20,000 subs from like 400 or something like that, which is unreal. Absolutely unreal, absolutely unheard of. I'm sincerely appreciative. We did some insanely cool things last year. We went to Iceland, Switzerland, Utah, Colorado for the first time ever. We saw the Aurora and Tetons. I mean, there was just so many cool things that we did. If you haven't seen that before, if you're new to this channel, welcome to the channel. All that is in videos before. But yeah, from here on out, this is kind of just me giving you guys a quick heads up of what this next year is going to look like, more or less. It's going to be more personality based. I'm going to try to keep you guys' attention as much as possible, play the YouTube game a little bit, and have fun with it. That's really what I'm looking forward to doing with these videos, is having a fun, enjoyable experience while also throwing in kind of my personality and like the way I do things already. Right now we are in Oregon on this cliff, literal cliff. It's like it's more than 1,000 feet down, I'm pretty sure. It's crazy. It's absolutely unreal. You probably saw the drone footage or a blip of the drone footage. I'm not gonna really be able to get drone footage until tomorrow morning, just because the sun's setting that way and it is over here, so it's all already shaded down there. You can't really see much, but in the morning, sun should come up that way. It should give us a really cool sunrise colors, and then I'll fly the drone and get some cool shots and stuff. So look forward to that. Right now I just kind of want to hop on here and just give you an update for the people that were worrying about me and curious about an update and wondering what's going on. For future videos, we have some exciting trips planned. The first and next one is going to be the Oregon coast. We're headed to the Oregon coast again. This one's a little more intentional. It's gonna be with my wife. It's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna have a good time on the coast. And then right after that, I'm heading straight back out and I'm going to go south. And I don't quite want to spoil it yet, but we're going south. So if you put 2 and 2 together, you probably figure out where I'm going. It's really exciting. I've never been there before, and look forward to that. Otherwise, in between here and then, hopefully I can bang out a video or two, just me out here camping and shooting the shit like I'm doing right now. One thing that I was going to make a video about the other day that a lot of people have requested over and over and over again is a camera review or a gear review video. Just going through my gear and what I use to film these videos and what I use to edit. I have so many of you guys that reach out to me and ask me these questions, and it's impossible for me to answer all of you guys, so I do want to make that video. It is just a lot more intricate than I anticipated. I went out to try to make it once and there's a lot of details to it, so bear with me on that one. That one's coming. I don't know when, eventually, and I will get that out for you guys. Meanwhile, for now, we're gonna kind of just be doing what we're doing and just other things, you know, just make it more exciting, hang out with more people and get some more energy into this YouTube channel. That's the biggest thing for this year. So thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for being here. The people that did stick around, you guys are awesome. You guys are legends. And yeah, we're gonna continue on. Also, one other thing that I did not mention, I know you guys like the 4Runner. I've loved having this 4Runner. I've had it for about 5 years now. It's been paid off for like 3 or 4 years at this point. It's amazing. I love it. The Go Fast Camper on top I've had literally since like year 2 of owning the car, or year 1 of owning the car. Everything about this vehicle I have loved. I put this together completely myself. done all the work to it myself with some help from some buddies and stuff for certain things. But yeah, as you see it, I kind of built it and I love it. However, I think this year is the year of change, and I don't think this is going to last throughout the year. So we will see. That's all I'm going to give you. I'm not going to say any more. I have tried not to talk about this as much as humanly possible, but there are some things in the works, and this might not be a part of it. So enjoy it while it lasts. I do have one question for you guys though. One question, that's all I want for you guys to answer down in the comments. Where is the sketchiest place that you've ever camped? Like sketchy as in it could be crazy, scary, it could be dangerous, it could be whatever. Like what was the sketchiest camping experience that you guys have ever personally experienced? I'll share mine when it gets dark and I'm by the fire, but I am curious what your guys' is. Just gonna get the diesel heater set up right now. It's gonna get really cold tonight. I think like 19 degrees or something. So I wanna get it up, I wanna get it set up right now. It's already getting kind of cold since the sun's coming down. That way I don't have to worry about it once it gets dark. I know a lot of you guys that follow me probably don't do a whole lot of camping, but if you do camping, what do you guys use for heat? Because I started off with using a buddy heater, and then I realized, you know, you can't have that since it's propane in an enclosed space, so I'd always have to have the window open. It just didn't really seem like it made sense. But then I built this diesel heater, and ever since then I literally can't not bring this when it's cold outside. Like, it's so incredible. It's nice 70 degrees and toasty in my tent no matter what it is outside. So let me know what you guys use, if you guys have diesel heaters, what brand and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna get this set up, and then after I get this set up, the sun's probably gonna go down and we'll chill by the fire. I'm not gonna make a real fire. I did bring wood, but it looks like out here it's pretty dry and it's very windy up on top of this ridge. So I don't even want to risk that fire getting out of control. Even though it's winter time, I don't care. I don't even want to risk it. So good thing we have the howl with us. We're gonna toss that on once the sun comes down a little bit more, starts to get a little colder, and then we'll enjoy the fire for a little bit. All right, so I told you earlier we would have a story time at the fire. And since we're about to lose light, and it's perfect light outside, I mean, the sun's setting, it looks amazing, I'll tell you a quick campfire story. So one of the scariest times that I've ever had camp it was actually one of my videos. And if you go back, you can probably find it. The setting is me and snow. It's just a bunch of snow. It's in Montana. Within the video, there's this little like cabin structure, half structure that somebody built at one point. That spot is probably 15 to 20 miles into the mountains. So really, really deep into the mountain. About 8 to 10 miles in, it started hitting really deep snow, like really, really deep snow. And I was by myself. This was a solo trip. Only at 5 miles in, you lose service completely. So you don't have any service to your phone, you don't have nothing. But the part that didn't make the cut, was a literal cut. Everything was going okay, the sun was going down. It was out in the middle of nowhere. Right as the sun was going down, there was somebody that showed up, which was very strange. And it was like a Subaru Forester or something like that. So a Subaru Forester kind of pulls up. There's a bunch of camping areas all around, but it's like I said, I mean, it's probably like a foot and a half of snow. So I was curious how he made it up there, and he stopped right outside my camp spot and faced away from me. Sat there for probably 15, 20 minutes and then turned on his car again to leave, and then he left. And that wasn't the scary part. In fact, that was actually the least of my worries. My biggest worry was when I was making steak, and dinner time rolled around, and once it became dark, I started filming myself making dinner, and I was rushing too much. So as I was cutting my steak, open from the wrapper, because it was just a singular steak from a wrapper. I sliced right through it and sliced my finger wide open. Like the whole tip of my finger was basically hanging off. And of course that didn't make the video, because if it did, you know, I'd probably get demonetized and everything and taken down. But I had to pause the video there. I was bleeding all over my camera. I was bleeding all over everything, bleeding into the snow. And I basically just had my hand on it like this. And I was so scared, because the last weekend when we were up there, before all the snow blanketed down, we met a guy when we were camping. We were camping in the same spot, and we met a guy, and he's been up there for a couple weeks. And that guy told us that he was up there hunting moose, trying to get his moose tag filled. And we asked him, you know, did you find any moose? And he said, no, I didn't find any moose. I saw one black bear. But the weird thing is I've seen 3 packs of wolves while I've been up here. 3 packs. I'm like, really? Wow, that's a little scary, right? And this is Montana, so it's not abnormal, but it's definitely kind of scary. And he's like, yeah, and there were probably 5 or 6 of them in the pack. So thinking about that, a week later, me sitting there with a bloody hand, I'm bleeding everywhere, there's steak that's out and about and food. I'm sitting there, and that even wasn't what I was thinking about. I was just like, man, I'm pretty screwed. Like, I'm pretty screwed being out as far as I am. I have no cell service. I can't contact anybody. I have a first aid kit, so I can patch myself up, but damn, if this is bad, like, I'm in big trouble here. And everything's already out. All my camping gear is already out and everything. So to get to the point, I'm sitting there with my hand like this, and there's a video clip of it. I'll show you right here. And I'm holding my hand like this, and just after I cut out that clip and I start walking back to go get my first aid kit, I heard a bunch of wolves start howling. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, nope, forget this. And this is the first time I'm gonna be honest and just say, even though that video, it looked like I came out of the tent that morning, I definitely did not sleep in the tent that night, even though there's no way a wolf was gonna climb up my ladder and come kill me, obviously. But I was so scared, I slept inside the car. It was absolutely horrible. My cut was okay. It ended up being really deep, but I fixed it up, mended it up, and everything was all right. But yeah, that camp scene for me, even though for you guys probably looked like, wow, all sunshine and rainbows and this is great, for me it was the scariest time I've ever had by myself alone. It was probably one of the first times I've ever camped alone as well. And if you've ever camped alone, especially the first couple times, it can definitely be scary. And then having something like that happen at the same time, it's just like, it was pretty fucked up. So anyway, that's my campfire story. I'd love to hear what your guys' scariest time is. Just let me know down in the comments. There's a sweet sunset going on that I'm about to miss, so I'm gonna go capture that for you.